You're going to ask me questions I can't answer?
Of course. I'm going to make you so uncomfortable it's going to suck.
Okay, good.
All right.
No, I will.
All right, guys. I'm here with the 2022 Arizona Speaker Fest winner, Dennis Murphy. You guys know his stuff. You know, he's had Philharmonic audio for many, 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 many years. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are watching these videos have built his kits. There's a bunch of guys in Phoenix and one guy that moved from Phoenix back to Iowa that swears by this guy's kits. But we're not doing kits anymore. Thanks to Ken Lin, who you guys saw the Zoom videos for, we got these cool, pretty cabinets. But not only are they pretty, they sound phenomenal. So I'm going to stop jabbering and I'm going to let Dennis take over, and he's really uncomfortable, and that's okay by me. First thing I want to say to you, Dennis, is, dude, after the year you've had, it's so awesome to see you up and around, man. It's just, you know, I'm so happy. I mean, you know, a friend of mine too, he was hospitalized for a couple of months. He's out of the woods. You're out of the woods. Yeah. Life is good. So first thing I want to talk to you about is, yes, you're a legend in the DIY, you know, community. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that. What I want to know is, what inspired you to do this design? And we know Ken's backstory with the Zoom videos. Ken is an owner of your stuff. He was so passionate. There was a time, I believe, you were thinking to pack it all in and call it a day, and Ken said, no. No. And between your brilliant designs and Ken's, you know, ingenuity, these things are, and, you know, people are going to say giant killer, people are going to say whatever, but what inspired you to do this?
Start the company?
Start the company, the designs that you're doing now, the progression, you know, I'll let you take over, sir.
Right. Well, I've just been fascinated by loudspeakers all my life. I think that's because I'm a semi-professional musician, play violin and viola, and I'm still doing that in an orchestra, local orchestra. And I was just always frustrated growing up. This will give my age away if nothing else does. I just hated the speakers that were around in the 60s and 70s. Even the acoustic research, I never liked. And so I've always been fiddling around trying to, back then it was economics. I just tried to build my own, to my own ears. I don't have many talents, but I do have a fairly acute ear for loudspeaker coloration. And that's just been a crusade, personal crusade for the last 50 years, I guess. And then Jim Salk of Salk Sound,
yeah, he's awesome.
had put together one of my kits and decided to go into business, which, as you know, is always risky in the speaker business. And I started designing crossovers for him. I did that for about until he closed up shop last year, which is really a shame.
I mean, I've met Jim. He's also another supporter of the Arizona Club down south.
Right.
Some of his customers live down in Phoenix, and just a super, super nice guy. And when he was doing rooms, like yourself, just phenomenal. Like, it's, what are you gonna say, right? You know, when you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. You know.
Well, you know, it's a science. I just follow the rules.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you don't have to spend $20,000 on a pair of speakers.
No, it's like when I did my video on that guy, like, I had them in my living room, and like you know yourself, a club member bought the show demos that, thanks to Ken and yourself, the speedy delivery, like, I was amazed. From Expona to my house inside of 2 days. And, you know, I already did the video, everybody knows how good they are. But then when Greg bought them and he was building his home theater, and then he reached out to Ken to get the center channel, you would not believe how many people walk into his room and they think the center channel's turned on.
Oh, really?
You know, and it's a big room. It's not a small room, and this is just the bookshelves running, right? It's not the towers. It's not the home theater stuff. It's, you know, people are blown away, and those are our speakers for all of our DAC events, amp events, whatever. So we're using Leo's amps like you guys are here, the Ultras, with your speakers for all our club events.
All right.
Officially.
Well, we're certainly pleased with the amplifiers. And I don't know, we have the advantage of not low, but no overhead. Our warehouse is poor Ken Lynn's bathroom, kitchen, living room, garage, and we don't advertise, so we can just build in a small payment to us.
That's
And
awesome. Man.
that's been our business philosophy.
Much appreciate this, Dennis. You know, I know you got a show to run. You know, again, like I said, all the best, and you know, we're gonna see you next year. Period.
Okay, I certainly hope so. Okay,
All right.
thanks very much, man.
Thanks
Appreciate it.
again, Dennis. Much appreciated.